Hello there and welcome back to this channel. Today we're going to talk about this time of the year, which it is beautiful, it's gorgeous, I cannot stress that enough, but seasonal allergies and colds, and we got to watch out. We don't know to tell the difference between a cold and someone who might have COVID. I mean, it's just a whole lot out there. So we want to keep our immune systems strong and healthy. So I'm going to share some stuff that I have done over the past, I would say 6-7 years, and my daughter and I are rarely sick. We really take care of ourselves in terms of making sure that our bodies are strong. And I also try to share this with my family and friends as well, because it's important that we keep our bodies up. So there's a few products that I will share with you that I use, that I have used, and I use when needed. And then we will let you go until the next one. But I will be doing some more videos about home remedies that have been used throughout the years, even before there were doctors and nurses and things of that nature. So to get started, my first one is I always make sure that you take your vitamin C. Now, I'm not sponsoring anybody, it doesn't matter. I like to make sure I get at least 1,000 milligrams. Take this every day. My daughter takes it every day, and it helps to keep our immune system strong. Drinking natural orange juices and a lot of fruits and vegetables have vitamin C in it. So if you could, make your little smoothies or whatever, you already know. A lot of you already are practicing this, but you never can be too ready when cold season comes. No one wants to be sick. So when you are suffering with seasonal allergies, when you're suffering with colds, or when you're about to get sick, because it starts up in here, you start feeling tight, and then your eyes might be watering, and you just don't feel right somewhere up in there. You already know, because we've experienced this. There's something that you can do that I have learned that actually works, and it's natural. If you feel safe, you can do it on your kids, but that is this thing right here. Hydrogen peroxide. This right here works. So what my daughter and I do, and while I think about it, let me go ahead and tell you, I'm not a doctor. I didn't study medicine. I just do my research, and I want to just let you know what is working for me and mine. So I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer, there you go. And I say it throughout the video. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying what works for me, okay? Hydrogen peroxide. What this does is it actually cleans out all of this. All of this, your ears, you know how sometimes you got an ear and you start making noises in the back of your throat because you're trying to get that, allergies. So what you do is you take a little capful, you take this cap, you tilt your head over, before you tilt your head over, you pour the solution, you tilt your head over, you pour it in your ear, you have a towel waiting right there for you. You're gonna do that for about 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes. And then at the end, take that towel, hold it right here, and then you tilt your head. All of that stuff is going to fall out. I'll try to throw a diagram in here, but it is scientifically proven that our eyes are connected to our nose, and all of it's in the same place. So all of it connects in some kind of way or share the same type of pathways. I'm not a scientist. I didn't do that well in science. Not really, unless you're talking about anatomy. I know anatomy. But anyway, okay, moving forward. So after you have your peroxide, after you have your vitamin C, the next thing that you may want to keep with you at all times is, I love this stuff. Because sometimes when you feel a little stuffy or something, up in here, you could just take this little stick, inhale on it, and make sure you're actually breathing in as you're, breathing up your nostril. Make sure you're just letting it fall, especially if you have like chest congestion and stuff like that. It works well for that as well. So this is the vapor stick. I'm not endorsing anybody, they're not endorsing me. But the next thing that I want to talk about is something that was used in ancient times, or you could say previous to modern day medicine. So especially with my people, that's why I know a lot of remedies, using the earth and using things, spices and things of that nature. This is what they had to use. So another thing that works very, very well is Listerine antiseptic. If you don't have that, or if you want to go even more natural than that, you could use some salt water. Some salt with some warm water and gargle the back of your throat and make sure that you're, getting all of that out. Make sure that you're gargling as far back as you possibly can. But that Listerine, I love it because it's an antiseptic, and when you're also having like all of this congestion or cold or all this nasal drip within, that will pretty much clear it out. You just take the Listerine all the way back, gargle, hold it in there for 30 seconds. And not only are you freshening your breath and cleaning your mouth, but you are cleaning your mouth away from all of that mucus and all of that stuff, the drips and stuff that's inside of your mouth that you experience when you're sick. So Listerine is a great thing. Now I like old school. Give me original. I don't want any other flavor. I want to feel like this thing is really, really working. And trust me, it works. So get you some Listerine. It'll do wonders for you. Now, this next product I learned about, I would say 7 years ago. And I did some research on it. I did research, and I ordered some. Start using it for various things, and it works wonders. This was actually used during or before, you had modern day medicine. And so soldiers used this. This was used in ancient times. And what it is silver particles. Very, very minute, microscopic silver particles. And what that silver does is it's actually in some type of, water. Some type of water. I'll read it in a minute. But what it does is once it gets inside of your body, whatever's going on, whether you have chest congestion, whatever it is that you got going on, this silver, the particles, actually acts as a magnet. So it draws whatever it is that's on the inside. It draws it out as a magnet, and then you release it. So it also, according to the Mayo Clinic, it can, some say that it can definitely improve your immune system. I'm a witness to that. Fight bacteria and viruses, and say these products can treat cancer, HIV, COVID-19, shingles, herpes, acne, disease, and more. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I didn't study medicine or anything like that. Like I said, this is stuff that I have used for myself. So there have been several instances when me and my family member the pink eye. And as soon as I started feeling that feeling, because your eye turned red, it feels like there's something itching back there. When I feel that, I immediately go and get me some colloidal silver. Now, you don't have to get this brand, but yeah, this colloidal silver. You don't have to get this brand. And I normally get the 10 ppms. I think it's like parts or partials per meter or whatever it is, but I know that it's a very small piece. They also have, I think, the 20 ppms. They have the 50, I believe, ppms. Now there was a story about a man who was making his own colloidal silver, and I guess he consumed too much of it and he turned blue. But you need to read his story. It's, he was making his own, and I know a lot of people who do make their own. I just prefer to buy it because I don't. But it is good for a number of things, and a lot of people swear by it. So colloidal silver, it has to be kept in a dark spot, so that's why I was trying to shield it from the light. But it can be used on a number of things. Pink eye, to prevent colds, to prevent certain viruses. It just protects you. So if you get a smaller or small particles, like I have the 10 ppms, then you can use that as an everyday immune support tool. Medication or vitamin, or it's not a vitamin, but you know what I'm saying. Something that'll help boost up your immune system. Now there's also elderberry, and there's also zinc, and various things that you could take. Making sure that you're eating your oranges, and we've said that before, making sure you're getting it from your fruits and your vegetables, but arm your body up, because you have to fight so much out here, and sick. Why be sick if you don't have to be sick? So, like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a doctor, I was not trained. I'm just doing what works best for me. So I will be coming to you with more videos about natural remedies as well in the future. And again, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out some more videos. We go in. A lot of this stuff that's going on today and that has been happening these last 2 or 3 weeks, it was covered on this channel. So we go in, but be a part, come along, let's go, let's ride, let's do this thing called life. And I will see you next time. Bye.